Every day you wake up with two choices. 1, to remain the person you were yesterday. 2, to become the person you were meant to be. The difference between the successful and those who stay stuck in place is not just talent, money, or luck. It's mindset. And there is one mindset, one way of thinking that separates the unstoppable from the forgotten. If you adopt this mindset, no obstacle will ever be too great. No failure will ever break you. And no dream will ever feel out of reach. But most people never discover it. So today, you're about to hear what makes the unshakable rise, what fuels their drive, and how you can build this into your own life. Let's begin. The world is full of people with big dreams. Talk about what they want. They daydream, they fantasize, but very few ever do anything about it. Why? Because most people are waiting for the right moment, the perfect conditions, or a magical sign. They're trapped in a cycle of hesitation, fear, and self-doubt. The unstoppable mindset is the exact opposite. It doesn't wait. It doesn't ask for permission. It acts. Its unstoppable people believe one thing above all else, that growth is always possible. They believe that failure is not a reason to stop, but a signal to adjust. They don't attach their identity to outcomes. Whether they win or lose, they keep moving forward. They're not interested in being perfect. They're interested in becoming better. That subtle difference changes everything. Imagine living a life where no criticism can slow you down, where every setback becomes fuel for your fire. A rejection is just redirection. That's what this mindset gives you. It removes the weight of perfection and replaces it with the power of resilience. So how do you build it? It starts with radical responsibility. Most people point fingers. They blame their past. They blame their parents, the government, their job, their friends. But unstoppable people take full ownership. Even when something isn't their fault, they still ask, what can I learn from this? This shift puts them back in control. It allows them to shape their life instead of reacting to it. Responsibility is not a burden, it's a superpower. Next, unstoppable individuals master their self-talk. If your internal dialogue is full of doubt, fear, and negativity, then your outer world will reflect that. But if you speak to yourself with clarity, with purpose, and with belief, your actions start to change. Your habits align. Your confidence rises. The language you use inside your mind matters more than anyone else's voice, because that voice is always with you. They also embrace discomfort, not in a way that glorifies pain, but in a way that understands that every breakthrough lives on the other side of discomfort. Growth never happens in the comfort zone. It happens when you stretch, when you do what others refuse to do, when you show up early, stay late, ask tough questions, and challenge your own beliefs. Unstoppable people seek out what is hard, because they know that S, where greatness is born. There's another layer to this mindset. It's discipline, not motivation. Discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel it, some days you don't, but discipline. Discipline shows up no matter how you feel. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you're tired, even when no one's watching, even when success feels a million miles away. It's the muscle that drives momentum. Without it, dreams remain fantasies. Another key is vision. The unstoppable mindset always has a compelling vision of the future. They don't just work for the sake of working. They have a clear, emotionally charged purpose pulling them forward. When others get distracted, they stay locked in. When others chase approval, they chase excellence, because they know exactly what they're building and why it matters. But even with vision, life will test you. That's why another part of this mindset is emotional control. Unstoppable people feel the same emotions as everyone else: fear, anxiety, frustration. But they don't let those emotions drive their decisions. They've trained themselves to pause, reflect, and respond with intention. This gives them clarity under pressure and power in moments where others panic. Let's not forget another trait of this mindset: adaptability. The world is constantly changing. Technology shifts, markets shift, people shift, but many stay rigid. They cling to the way things were. The unstoppable. They evolve. They stay curious. They learn, unlearn, and relearn. They are students of life, constantly improving. This ability to adapt means they stay relevant, resourceful, and resilient. They also surround themselves with people who challenge them, not just comfort them. They seek out environments that stretch their limits, because they know that who you spend time with shapes your standards. If you want to be unstoppable, you cannot afford to be surrounded by small minds, constant negativity, or shallow distractions. You need people who demand more of you. People who see your potential and aren't afraid to push you toward it. Most importantly, they never forget why they started. Because the journey will test you. You'll question yourself. You'll fail. You'll be misunderstood. But when your reason is strong, no challenge can break you. That reason becomes your anchor, your fuel, your compass. The unstoppable mindset is not about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. It's not about domination. It's about self-mastery. It's not about proving others wrong. It's about proving to yourself what's possible. So if you want to build this mindset, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start taking ownership today. Catch yourself when your thoughts spiral into doubt. Challenge them. Replace them. Get comfortable with discomfort. Practice discipline in small ways. Build the muscle. Define your vision. Guard your circle. Learn relentlessly. Take setbacks personally, not as wounds, but as wisdom. Be flexible with your methods, but stubborn with your mission. And above all else, keep going. No one will hand you the life you want. No one will force you to grow. No one can give you drive. That is your job. That is your gift. The world doesn't need more people who quit when it gets hard. It needs more people like you, who rise when it's tough, who believe even when it looks impossible, and who keep showing up until it becomes real. Because once you adopt this mindset, once you truly live it, you become unstoppable.